welcome back to Hey Original Rail. And in this video I'm going to work on rewiring the layout for something that's a little more practical and consistent. I found that my DIN sockets can be a little bit hit and miss occasionally, so after viewing Pete Waterman's Making Tracks layout and having a chat with them about their connectors, I've managed to source some on AliExpress, and I'm going to make up cables and rewire and color code everything on the layout. So as I've only got 2 boards and 1 connector to make at present, it's a good time to get this done, started, and carry it through to any further boards I make in the future. I've cut to length the wires and now attached all the ferrules. So the next thing to do will be to attach the 2 connectors onto each end. This is the connector that will be in the baseboard. Once I get the chance to route out the new mounting holes, which will have to be done during the daytime. So we'll get these connected up, and that will be our board connection loom made. I have the connectors made up, and as you can see, everything apart from the pink or purple, depending on how it comes out, have all got colour coded ferrules, and 10 connectors all wired in. I have got some heat shrink tubing to put around it, but haven't got it handy at the moment, so that'll be another thing to do, just to finish it off and tidy everything up. But that'll be fairly simple. It's just a case of unscrewing one of the terminals and sliding it on, but that will just make it nice and neat and tidy. But very easy job. Everything is on screw connectors, no soldering, so you don't have to worry about any dodgy joints or overheating anything and melting anything or making anything sort of out of place or misaligned. So yeah, I really like this idea, and I'm glad I managed to find out where to get them from. Yeah, the Making Tracks team were very helpful in finding these, using these on their layout, and letting people know where to get them from. So the next thing to do will be to route out the holes to put the connectors in the baseboards, and they will have these which, when in the mounting hole, will look like that, and then we can get some trains running again. Having watched a lot of Making Tracks videos, I've realised that the best way to go are the same as they have, some 10-way, well, mine are 10-way connectors, which I've managed to get from AliExpress. So the DIN connectors will be coming out and they will be getting replaced. Fortunately, I've decided to do the upgrade before we get too far, which means I haven't got too much wiring to replace. So I've unscrewed this one and I'm going to pop it out, and then I'm going to mark up how and where the replacement one will need to be fitted. This is the other section of board, and I've masked up over the top of the hole where the DIN connector was, and used my jig to draw the outline for where the new socket will go, and I've made sure that it will finish just short of my power connectors for the track and the accessories. So this is the connector that I'm going to use from AliExpress, a 10-way screw terminal. So you've got a plug and a socket. So we have the plug, socket, and it's got a surround housing to make it all look nice and neat. And I've created a jig so that I can mark up where the hole has got to be, so I can keep everything nice and neat. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.